We all felt it deep, deep inside. And in spite of that, we remember that our dear friend Charlie would never want us to be overcome by despair.
Charlie gave his life so that the rest of us would not have to suffer those fates worse than death.
Charlie fundamentally believed in the potential and the promise of so many in this room, young, patriotic Americans. And he inspired millions of us across the country to get off the couch and to enter the political arena to fight for our nation's conservative values.
Charlie Kirk, every single day, carried out his mission, motivated by his faith in Jesus Christ and his unwavering dedication to defending our God-given freedoms enshrined in our Constitution and Bill of Rights.
To follow Jesus, no turning back, no turning back, no turning.
With hundreds of thousands of you that say, Charlie, keep going.
1 Corinthians 5 and 15. So that's all pretty amazing evidence, not just intra-biblical evidence, but extra-biblical evidence.
Turning Point, he's the founder of the organization.
Very special hour episode for you today. My wife joins us, Erica Kirk, the beautiful, legendary Erica.
I love you so much.
I love you. This is the pinpoint of my belief that Jesus did rise from the grave so that we may live.
We should be so grateful. We should get our hands and knees kissing the ground and thanking God we get to live in this great nation, which is the inheritance, not of luck.
Human being is made in the image of God and deserves protection.
God is not done with America, everybody. God is at work in this country. God is not done with this country.
Dark shadow was cast over our country, and certainly here, even on Capitol Hill. The leaders of the nation have been shaken, as have university students and college students and young people all across the country. It's as if the ground was shifted beneath us. We all felt it deep, deep inside. And in spite of that, we remember that our dear friend Charlie would never want us to be overcome by despair. He would want exactly the opposite. You know, Charlie Kirk recruited and trained and educated a generation of happy warriors.
And I had a conversation once with Charlie where we were talking about the danger that we both faced from challenging entrenched interests. And he asked me if I was scared to die. And I said to him, there's a lot worse things than dying. And one of those... And chief among those is losing our constitutional rights and having our children raised in slavery. And I said to him at that time, I said, sometimes our only consolation is that we can die with our boots on. We can die fighting for these things. Charlie gave his life so that the rest of us would not have to suffer those fates worse than death.
Charlie fundamentally believed in the potential and the promise of so many in this room, young, patriotic Americans. And he inspired millions of us across the country to get off the couch and to enter the political arena to fight for our nation's conservative values. And I, too, was one of those young people. When I launched my campaign for Congress at just 23 years old during the 2022 midterm elections, most people in this town, pretty much all of the people in this town of Washington, did not take me seriously. Charlie Kirk, however, did. Charlie and his political PAC, Turning Point Action, immediately embraced me with open arms and endorsed my campaign. Charlie personally and his team would check in with me throughout the campaign. They asked how they could help. And when Washington super PACs poured money into the coffers of my opponents' campaigns, Charlie and Turning Point gave more to me to help me across the finish line. Charlie and his team flew me out to Arizona to introduce me to some of the biggest donors in Republican politics so I could fuel my race.
In the book of Corinthians, Paul said, "Therefore we are always of good courage, and know that while we are at home in the body, we are absent from the Lord. We are of good courage, I say, and prefer to rather be absent from the body and be home with the Lord." Ultimately, for every one of us, the time that we have in this world is temporary. Our time will come, sooner or later. And so the critical question that we have for ourselves is, whatever time we have, what are we doing with it? How are we making the most of every day that we have? And Charlie Kirk, every single day, carried out his mission, motivated by his faith in Jesus Christ and his unwavering dedication to defending our God-given freedoms enshrined in our Constitution and Bill of Rights.
Not counting gang violence. Great.